This world sickens me, and I hate myself so much. I don't want to exist anymore. Do you hear that? Do you hear that sound?
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Hello friends, trace amounts of science. We're back at r/NiceGuys today. It's day whatever of Nice Guy November. I'm probably going to mix some nice girls in here too pretty shortly. But this has been going really well, you know. Apparently doing the content that people are hungry for isn't the worst idea. I do have neckbeard stories and things to get back to, but we'll mix those in. At least little bit by little bit, as we can, when I need breaks from Nice Guys. Anyway, do want to thank you for being here today, and let's go ahead and jump on into this thing. This nice guy says, my strengths are my intelligence, my creativity, my sentimentality, and depth. You're about as deep as a wet sidewalk, son. But sure, show me what you got. Women are just as shallow as men. I'm so sick and tired of people saying women aren't as superficial as men, and they care more about personality and other inward qualities. I can't do it in this fucking voice, man. It was a special request made on the Sunday live stream. I want to respect it, but it's really difficult. Okay. That is such a world of BS. I am 24, and I would say I'm a pretty good-looking guy, but my biggest crutch is I'm 5'7". Yeah, what, like slightly below average? You're fine. Quit getting all caught up in your stupid fucking head about it, would you? My brother is 20, but he's taller at 5'11", is arguably more handsome and more confident and charismatic. Yeah, I'm thinking his dating success has more to do with the confident and charismatic rather than his height. Why don't you focus on working on those two things? Watch what your brother does if he's so successful at it, and maybe try to emulate it in some form or fashion. Or you could just sit there continuing to be a whitey little bitch about something that really you can't change at all. Unless you break and re-break your legs in that crazy surgery. You know what I'm talking about? Is that extra 3 inches really worth it? Not for my legs, I'm gonna tell you that. My brother is more extroverted and better with people than I am, but my strengths are my intelligence, my creativity, my sentimentality, and depth. But I'm realizing the harsh truth is that the world doesn't reward any of my qualities, especially as a man. Yeah. Where's my reward for being born with a dong? Somebody step up and write me a check, would ya? How about, I know this is a crazy idea, but how about you demonstrate some of those qualities? You put something out into the world, and only then do you get to reap the reward. You know what I mean? We tried the reward up front thing, and it just didn't work out, you know? People tend to lose a lot of motivation when every dream they ever had is laid bare before them. In fact, being a sentimental man is a weakness. We live in a shallow and vain world where people are only judged by superficial qualities, and your character doesn't matter until a girl is already hooked. What the fuck? Well, how do you hook them if none of those things matter? Clearly superficial things aren't the be-all end-all, because I see some ugly dudes out here. And they hook up, you know? Try telling her a joke. Just schmooze it up a little bit, you know what I mean? You have this really predatory way of looking at it where, like, I gotta go hook one. I gotta trap her and keep her in a shipping container. Like, dude, that's not how it works, okay? Women can smell the desperation dripping off of you. You know that, right? I've gone to parties with my brother, and it always ends in absolute misery and self-hatred. Sucks to suck, I guess. The disparity in how girls treat my brother versus me is so stark that I almost want to just become red pill and give up on women. It's for the best. Just leave him alone. How about that? He says that like it's gonna be the end of the world, and everybody hearing it is like, yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. Go ahead, give up. They tweet me like I'm a scum of the earth next to my brother. Women at his college have even said they were surprised that I was his older brother of 4 years. They thought I was younger. Yeah, because you're tiny. You're a tiny little guy. But there's plenty of successful tiny little guys out there. Tom Cruise, he's shorter than you, and look at what he's doing. Big things. Well, at least he was at one point. Now he's kind of a weird Scientology guy, but I mean, that's a path you could go down. That's all I'm saying. I will never find genuine love, and even if I do get in a relationship, waiter and wife, it'll be because I'm being settled for. Because a woman couldn't find someone like my brother who had the same personality qualities as me. This world sickens me and I hate myself so much. I don't want to exist anymore. Do you hear that? Do you hear that sound? It's the world's smallest violin playing just for you.
Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
No, in actuality, nobody gives a shit. Work on yourself. Quit being a sad sack. Like, you feel that you're entitled to these things. Why? Like I asked early on, what have you contributed to life, society? I noticed you say women at his college. Did you not go to college? Is that what's going on here? Not that that's the be-all, end-all. Hell, I didn't go to college, but it might help you to find, like, a sense of yourself. If you're really supposed to be the intelligent choice for the females, yeah, maybe a degree would help with that. Either that, or you'd become even more of a pompous, arrogant asshole. Who can say? Who can say how it would go, really? But I think I already know. I do sincerely hope that someday you are able to interface with the fairer sex, but until that point, I don't know. Good luck out there, short stack. See, you just gotta learn to tell a joke. It's fine. This next poster asks, am I not that attractive for being too focused on myself? Yes, it's my narcissism that's the whole problem. You're probably kind of getting closer to the answer, but I don't think that's the whole thing. I don't think that'll solve it in one fell swoop. Let's see what we got here. Am I not that attractive for being too focused on myself/academics? I see that most ladies have a tendency to be more attracted to men that have looks. It's sad, but that's what I observe. I mean, I can tell you within the first couple sentences, your jealousy is one of the things that makes you unattractive. I'm this person who is gritty to his academics and solely prioritizes personal growth and peace of mind. Sucker of business/per dev books, loves to go to the gym, loves chic, rom-com movies, spending time with my family, go on dates with myself, and a coffee enthusiast over anything else. I just love to be with my peaceful self. Like, why even, if you were that at peace, then you wouldn't even have made this post. You know what I mean? Trust me, guys, I'm super at peace, but I need your reassurance that my life is worth living. What the fuck? Yeah, man, just do it if you want to do it. Who cares? Do ladies still adore these habits/traits of a man? I sometimes think that my looks don't match with the ladies I see attractive around campus, but do not want to pursue. Yeah, do not want or are scared. I think are scared to pursue is more accurate. Really, they're just chicks, dude. They'll probably give you a chance, at least a little bit. They'll talk to you. That's the chance. But you're never gonna make the most of the chance if you're all in your head about this stuff. That's crazy. Let it go. Sometimes I wonder, what does it mean to have butterflies in your stomach? A person to lean on or share your days. Have a movie together. Take someone on a date to the most expensive place I could afford just to make you happy. And then, whatever, signed and submitted. I guess this is an anonymous type of thing. And I guess I'll go ahead and reinforce your worldview that yes, women do love a man who is self-sufficient, who is happy within himself. I mean, usually the woman that's with you likes that. If other women see it from the outside, they're like, that drives them crazy. They're like, how can you have a living room with just a couch and TV in it? I'm like, I don't know. PlayStation's over there too. However, the ugly truth of this post, as I stated before, is that, yeah, he's not that self-sufficient person because he has to get out there and ask other people if how he's living is okay. Do you guys approve of my thoughts and the way that I do things? Where really, you should be a man, stick your chest out, and go, fuck you if you don't like it. That's what it's all about. I'm the one who has to live on this ship. Why am I gonna steer it into a shit pile just to please a passerby, you know? That's essentially what everybody you meet is. So yes, keep building fortifications on your ship with your business books and going to the gym and whatnot. That all sounds like really positive stuff. You don't need anybody else to sign off on it, okay, buddy? So reminder from me, alright? Now get out of here, you little scamp. If you get your mitt, we can play some catch before dinner. I'm moving on. I'm going out for cigarettes and never coming back. That's the kind of father figure I am. Men worshipping women is women's fault because ego and social media. What? Let me be very clear. Simps are 100% to blame for their own fate and destiny, alright? But I'll sit down and hear out the argument. Men's worship of women is a major problem in dating, and it goes well beyond social media likes and can honestly be seen in every facet of human interaction. The crazy part is, I don't think he realizes, like, how much further men used to have to go to get the women of their dreams. You'd court her for, like, 5-10 years. Now it's like, oh, I swiped on Instagram. I wasted 10 minutes of my time. How dare you? You're living in fantasy land, dude. But yeah, go ahead and describe it to me. That should be funny. We have long known that men need/want women far more than the reverse. This manifests itself at every turn and extends to almost every aspect of society in both social and professional settings. I think that society wants/needs women, whereas they need/want men, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. I don't know that it manifests itself at every turn. I'm sensing a little bit of confirmation bias here. Anyway, continuing on. This has not only inflated women's egos and set a precedent to the point that it has made it very difficult for even the most attractive men to get their looks matched. Looks matched, just total insult terminology. It's given women a significant amount of social power and privilege that is almost immediately diminished or outright dismissed when it gets brought up, followed by some form of deflection in the form of shaming or an insult and insistent that women are very insecure and that ugly men complimenting them does nothing for their self-esteem. Do you care to cite any sources on whatever bullshit you're spouting, or... I guess not, he's just gonna keep going. Okay, whatever. Keep going! The most visible example of this is obviously social media, where even the most average girl can post a selfie and instantly rack up hundreds of likes and dozens of comments with dudes saying she's beautiful and all sorts of other nauseating shit. Then there's the white knighting in comments of news articles and personal posts where any guy who dares even question anything a woman says or does is attacked from every angle. I've even seen celebrities with the verified blue check publicly interacting and flirting with regular chicks. It's fucking embarrassing. Well, now we can pay for the blue check mark, so that sort of levels the playing field. Are you paying the $10 a month? Maybe chicks will go for you if you have the blue check mark. You don't seem to have much else going on. As far as white knighting and all that type of shit, I mean, I've called women out in stories, and there is usually a bit more backlash. But I think overwhelmingly people are able to step back from the gender and judge the story for the events that took place. You're trying to paint it like women get a free pass for everything. It's just not the case. Well, because they get some likes on social media. You want some likes on social media? Post something that's worth liking. It's pretty easy. This is just the tip of the iceberg. On a daily basis, I'm forced to watch men passively simp for women of all levels of attractiveness. And it's just embarrassing to me. Now that I'm RP, I can't unsee it. And I don't think RP is Ron Paul as much as I wish it was. It's red pill. I see dudes I work with and the night and day difference between how they talk to females versus males. I'm not just talking about being polite. I'm talking about ass kissing, over the top flirting, special treatment, double standards, etc. I'd like to know how old these men are that you work with. 18 through 25, yeah, they're probably gonna be spinning their wheels for a little bit. But at that age, that's just how these interactions tend to go. I'm sorry that you're not involving yourself in the interactions, because then you'd probably feel less salty about it. A lot less salty. Anyway, continuing. It's a wonder to me, with how well women get treated by the vast majority of men, that they aren't more deluded than they are. Okay, let's propose that that's a true statement. Then the follow-up question that I have would be, how did you get to the level of delusion that you're at? Is it just like equal but opposite? Society treated me so bad that now I gotta paint this entire gender with a brush that's far too broad. They're the ones that have the golden ticket and it's just not fair. I don't have to tell you, bro, grass is always greener, you know? These are the days and times when you can change your mind if you want to, so go experience the other side. I remember reading this paper about a female to male trans person that talked about what a lonely existence it is to be a man. And that is true. But the other side of it is, you know, hundreds of likes and dozens of comments and a whole lot of expectation. And not really expectation that validates you as a person, but just like people that want to use your body for their own means, you know? It's not a great way to go through life. I've said many times on this channel that it seems really, really hard to be a chick. Both sides have their struggles, but yeah, I'd rather be left alone than constantly bombarded.
Leave me alone!
Anyway, looking back, it was always there. But being a self-perpetuating problem, it's gotten exponentially worse. I mean, everything's gotten worse with the social media. I'll grant you that one. The middle-aged cooks at restaurants looking out for the young hostesses and servers. The 30 to 50-year-old supervisor/manager teasing the female employees, giving them special treatment, and that's not even getting into the customers. Do you work at a diner? Did you make all these people up? I will say that it seems to me the dynamic of any place that serves food is often weird. But it's not like that everywhere you go, you know? Step away from your job and the internet. Go have some real world interactions, and maybe you tell me if you feel a little bit different afterwards. He continues, then you look at social situations where it is perhaps the most pronounced. Men are at their most aggressive, falling flat on their face to impress women at any cost, including humiliating other men, even their own friends. Yeah, I've seen that before too. But it's usually in that 18 to 25 age range. Like me and my bros, Sills and Tootin, went to Summer Sonic 09 in Japan. Oh my god, so many good bands playing there. And there was this really good looking chick, and I snaked her away from both of them. Really wasn't a nice thing to do, considering I had a girlfriend at the time. Neither of them did, but I don't know, I wanted all the women at that point in time. I guess that's where this OP is at. The only difference is he's not willing to take action in order to go get it. It's much better to be the dunker than the dunkey, don't you see? You gotta step your game up. If I'm noticing this behavior secondhand, I can only imagine the impact it has on the receivers of this treatment. Then you add in the amount of actual romantic advances they get, and I think it's pretty clear what the primary drivers of women's inflated egos are, and consequently, most men struggling. There might be the slightest kernel of truth in this, I don't know. I'm a middle millennial, so I don't know about Gen Z or whatever the fuck's going on there. I see a lot of men who are discontented. I see a lot of women who, you know, state that they won't date anybody that doesn't make six figures on social media. But I don't think that's representative of the real world, you know? You get out there and you meet a nice woman at a club or a class and you kind of connect with her. She's not going to be like, what's your paycheck? Do you have a six-pack? Like, that's for the hookup culture. And as far as I'm concerned, hookup culture L's anyways, okay? Did I participate? A little bit. Do I expect it's gonna stop? Not at all. But it's definitely not the frame of reference that you should be judging your entire life through. I saw these things trending on the internet. You know why things trend in the algorithm? You know why they get served to you? Because they're incendiary. They make you click and watch the whole thing, and then you write a comment that says, "Oh, I hate this," and the algorithm says, "Good, give that guy more of this." And so you get caught in this really negative feedback loop, and all you need to do to break it is walk away from the screen, go say hello to your neighbor, pet your dog, have a walk, like reset the compass, because clearly you're way out of whack here. You can't really judge normal chicks on what you saw some e-thought do. It's stupid. So, live the best version of your life, alright? Stop obsessing about your looks match and find somebody that you can just connect with. Somebody that you can vibe with. Because that's really all that's going to matter at the end of the day. 20 years down the road, you're both going to look like shit. Guaranteed. Or at least more shit than you did. Probably you could still maintain some dignity. You know, my wife, she's going to be beautiful. Me, I'll probably be bald. But still maybe kind of beautiful in my own way. Don't women kind of like ugly things anyway? Whatever, I'm getting off topic. The point is, you're at this point in your early 20s or whatever, and you think it's going to be like this forever, but it really isn't. People grow and change and evolve, and so do the dynamics surrounding the people. So stop getting your head all twisted up in how it is right now, or really how you perceive it to be right now. Like, I saw this thing on social media, it must be true. No, it isn't. Just walk away from the screen, alright? Close your eyes. Stop reading that shit. You feel a lot better for it. I encourage you to try it out. He's not gonna try it out. That's fine. We'll move on to our next post. This nice guy says, "Be a friend like me. People suck." Yeah, I guess you'd know. I don't think most of you know how to be a friend. So many people bemoan the fact that they don't have connections, friends, etc. You know why? You don't know how to be a friend. It's that simple. Seriously. Friendship isn't just saying hello. It's work. It's connection. It's investment. It's talking to someone and making sure you are listening as much as you are talking. I find it funny how many people can't see to figure that out. They want momentary pleasures of conversation and then go days with no responses. Ghosting. Then they go back to bemoaning the fact they have no friends or connection. Funny thing is, I do, but I'm always open for more. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody knows how to be a good friend except for me. I'm the best friend. I'm tremendous. Some people say that I am one of the greatest friends. And that's true. That's true. I am. Do you know why I have friends? Because I know how to talk, to follow up, to listen, to talk. You said that already. To be there, to be honest. And I don't do so by not starting with manners and courtesy. Things like hello and how are you? And in this age of instant gratification, I won't give it to you. I'm a very good-looking man, and I have a lot to offer. I am stable, mentally and financially. Citation needed there. I live in paradise. I like to travel. I like sport, music, movies, concerts, cruises, dog, food, wine. I am fit, I am active, I have fun, I like life, and I am happy. Yeah, I'm so happy I wanted to write a Reddit post and let you guys know about it. Trust me, I'm so secure in myself. Just so you know that now. And now you do. And maybe it'll help me feel it a little bit more on the inside. But so many of you are not. And guess why? Because you have yourselves to blame. You don't know how to engage. You don't know how to be friends. It's called conversation. It's called consistency. Try it. You might like it. It might change your life. DM me if you want to try. But not if you are going to demand pictures, instant information, and the like. Be real. Yes, telling everybody that they suck is definitely the mentally stable people's choice of making friends. You understand how ludicrous everything you said just is? That's why you're still out here looking for friends. You don't have any. You're posting desperate things like this about how great your life is and maybe somebody should come and be a part of it, but nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. Just be like a cool dude. Could you do that? Clearly not. It's sad to watch somebody out here floundering for attention, you know? But you could probably find it if you were more down to earth, if you didn't talk down to every person you meet. I think that's the real problem. Here's a little pro tip for you. If everybody you meet is the problem, then they're not the problem. The problem is inside. I know it's scary to look in there, take a rummage around, but there's some things that need to get sorted. So maybe we should get working on that, huh? I mean, I don't expect him to actually do it, but at least now he sorta knows, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! Let's see, one more post here. We live in a society where screwing over the nice guy's been acceptable for too long. That's right, now he's gonna become the bad guy that you always feared. I've been watching YouTube videos and reading over Reddit stories of females getting screwed over by D-bags after rejecting nice guys all morning and into the afternoon. Yeah, that seems like a really constructive use of your time. What did you learn from these things that only really serve to reinforce your own point of view? The worst ones are the females who reject a guy, only to come crawling back to him once they see his nice car. Yeah, that was like a YouTube gold digger prank video, a Dar Man video maybe.
Hey Dar Man fam, I hope you love that message.
The shit doesn't really matter in real life. Most women aren't going to be swayed by your car. Female nature is on full display. I haven't laughed this hard and had this great of a day in a long time. Damn, that's sad. That's what a great day for you looks like. Watching feminism-owned compilations for 6 hours. Jesus, that is grim. I could see the appeal, I guess. I probably could enjoy some of that bullshit myself, but not for a time block like that. That's ludicrous. Females need to take accountability for their horrible choices in bed. Which basically just means that they haven't chosen you. Which to me proves that they are making the right choices. We live in a society where screwing over the nice guy has been acceptable for far too long. I love seeing when douchebags do it to females. Justice has been served. Oh yeah, by some other third party that you barely know. But I guess whatever soothes the ego, right? It's probably one of the most pathetic posts that you could ever make on social media. And here you are out here just crowing it from the rooftops. 26 laughing emojis, 5 shares, probably not for the reasons that you'd hope. People see what a delusional weirdo you are. And apparently you're proud of that fact. So hey, good on you. I wish my own needs to have like the greatest day ever were that simple. I'm gonna need at least a dime bag and a pirated copy of Anchorman and, I don't know, my wife in a negligee. That make for a pretty good day. But overall, I'd say that this day has been pretty good. I hope yours has been as well, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Sign up on the Patreon or the YouTube memberships if you'd like. Check out the Fourth Wall for some merch. That's about all I got. I want you to remember that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.